Begin broadcast. Oh, wait, hold on. I should probably put it on. We'll put it on that. Begin broadcast. Humble Among Broadcast System number 233. It is Thursday, August 20th, 2026. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about so far with the gathering. I said I might not go live. I might go live depending on how much stuff happened. Boy, a lot of shit happened in 2 days. I probably could have gone live yesterday with everything that happened since Monday, but it's been 3 days, I guess, since I went live. Whatever, you know what I mean. Whoop whoop from Columbus, Banta said, glad you chose to go live. Well, thank you for joining us for the live. Figured I have a lot of stuff to talk about, so I figured I'd go live rather than trying to catch up in like a week and a half, 2 weeks, because I got a whole show right now already. The Beard Speaks, gathering #1 fun time disaster. Shouts out to Chuck Reeves. Chuck Reeves got a new movie coming out that looks really fresh, by the way. Shouts out to Papa. Shouts out to Yo7P. Whoop whoop. The oldest member, not the oldest, the longest running member of the Alienated. I don't want to offend Yo7P and then suddenly lose my longest running member of the Alienated. Sloth, what's up? What's up, Papa? What's up, Noah? Wacko should have got it. I do have that clip if you guys want to see it. I got a bunch of clips. Got news clippings. We got fucking news reports. We got all kinds of shit, dude. We got so much shit. I will not be playing any music tonight. I did not pick any songs, so we're not playing any music. But we're just going to strictly be talking. And, yeah. Got so much shit to talk about. I'm going to let some people come in here. While I smoke a little off camera. Smoke them if you got them type beat. Roll them up now type beat. Nah, yo, you got a solid #2 in fucking EC Jug. Shouts out to EC Jug. EC equals MCL. Boy, do I got a solid #2. Pause. Is that something you even pause? What beans you got to spill? Do I have beans? Do I have beans to spill tonight? I don't know. I might got some beans. I gotta shut the weed bag. I'm in a good mood, though. It seems like not going to the gathering this year maybe paid off for me. Although there would have been pluses to going this year. It seems like several artists were dropping out as early as Monday night. I think I got a message from a certain somebody who's hooked me up a couple of times, or tried to hook me up last year, but hooked me up a couple of times with little performance slot type dealies. Looks like I was gonna be offered a performance slot. God damn it, Psychopathics really loves to have me be the fill-in guy, huh? But nonetheless, they considered me for a fill-in spot, but I'm not there. So, so that kind of sucks that I'm not there to take that performance slot, because I would have liked to be there. But nonetheless, I didn't even ask for a performance slot the past few years, so I can't really be mad that they don't hit me up. I gotta ask to be booked if I want to get booked. But shouts out to the Ringmaster for considering me yet again. That's the homie. Shouts out to Hatchet Man Project. I believe they're performing this weekend. Look, not to be rude, but the Bluntman I met was cool with me, and I hope he can somehow get out of this situation. You know what, Papa? Like I said on the last episode, when I think the Bluntman stuff was still unfolding on Monday when we went live, regardless of what you think of Bluntman, I don't really know Bluntman like that. I've never even really met the dude, I don't think. I've only walked by his setup before. Very passing glances at his products that he has for sale, his wares. But I've never really even spoken to the dude. Not that I remember, at least. I don't want to see any Juggalo in jail. You know what I mean? I think it's really shitty, the response of people making fun of dude, because at the end of the day, all he had was weed and psilocybin mushrooms, you know? This other guy that got busted is, he had fent mixed in his ketamine, according to this paperwork, this news release that I saw. I think you guys should be a little more concerned with the guy that was bringing ketamine with fent in it to the gathering. I think that should be a little bit more concerning to y'all. There's the PA bust of Bluntman 2. I got that paperwork too, by the way. Chuck Reeves said there's the PA bust of Bluntman 2. He put the whole thing at risk. And he posted about his whole thing. He posted about getting busted in PA and how he's going to be coming to the gathering anyway. He snitched on himself. I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, Wacko snitched on him. Violent J set him up. All kinds of crazy conspiracy theories. The anonymous participants in the gathering Facebook group snitched on him. You know what I mean? That's not what happened at all. That dude snitched on himself. He was posting about all of his business. He was posting all of his products that he was planning on bringing and shit, dude. Like, come on. But yeah, y'all should definitely be more concerned about the guy they caught bringing like fucking 2 ounces of K with fucking fent mixed in it. He had regular good K. He had the good K without the fent, and then he had the shitty K that he was probably going to sell to Juggalos. Y'all should probably be more worried about that. I see Wicked Sesh said flock cams in the chat. A lot of speculation that flock cams are tracking Juggalos. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. We're 7 minutes in. I would not be surprised at all, because y'all remember when it was a big news story when AI facial recognition couldn't track Juggalo paint? Remember that? Boy, flock cams can fucking track a bumper sticker like a motherfucker, though, huh? Flock cams can read that Hatchet Man real fucking easy. Jesus Christ. Shouts out to Don in the chat. Whoop, whoop. What's up, Don? Wicked Widget in the chat. Shouts out to Tattoo Titan. Booty Pins. What's up, dog? Over 200 pounds of flour seized so far. Hundreds of pounds of drugs being seized at the gathering of the Juggalos, or in and around the gathering of the Juggalos, really around the gathering of the Juggalos. I had some people have, one person really, have some issue with my news clip that I posted there of the Bluntman, because I think I said at the gathering when he was about a half hour away. He was about a half hour away. He was in Osage County, which is really by the lakes of the Ozarks, like really by the lakes, like the big ones, is where he got busted. But yeah, man, I got so many notes. I probably got to reload my notes. Hold on. All right. That's the old HABS. Yeah, I guess we'll start with... This'll work. The news reporters doing a drive-by of Juggalos. Oops. Probably got to open that, huh? News reporters doing a nice little drive-by of Juggalos. Too afraid to get out of the car. They'll drive right by it, though. I love that they were afraid to get out of the car. Little drive-by. So this is in the parking lot of 1776. They're like, we'll drive by that shit. We are not getting out of the car. CBS 13 on the scene. Kind of. Driving by the scene. CBS 13, you should have just gotten out of the car, man. What's there to be afraid of? What's there to be afraid of, guys? We'll start with that, I guess. Super funny to me. Man, I I don't know. I guess let's just go through the stack, and then I'll try to catch up with my notes. Yeah, I guess we'll just do it that way. Because I got a lot of notes. I got a lot of screenshots to show you. So far, what we see on the screen here, the big head is Jimmy Tabot, who is walking around the gathering rather brazenly taking videos. He's got no issues from what I can tell. Then we got the 4 arrests mugshots that have come out so far. And then, last but not least, old Honeypot herself, Sarah. Sarah, we got some funny posts from Sarah to show you guys. But so, let's break down some gathering stuff so far. There's some flyers for you. Here's that pic I was telling you all about last time that allegedly shows cops with guns drawn. Now, it's so far away. I mean, I can't really tell if cops got guns drawn on Jugs here, but I figured I'd show you guys that, seeing as I talked about it last time. Here's another pic of some Jugs pulled over. So, if you don't know, the cops were harassing people quite bad on Monday and Tuesday. I think they chilled out for a little bit when people were moving over there, but it seems like they're back full force. I saw, what was it, Midnight and Yami fucking posted that he got pulled over for stopping too long at a stop sign. I've heard of rolling stops before. I've never heard of the you stop too long at the stop sign fucking pull over excuse. So they're looking for anything to pull you over. A lot of, I'm sure a lot of rolling stops. I'm sure there's a lot of stopping at stop signs for too long. A lot of if your tags are out of date, stuff like that. Fucking, you don't use your turn signals. You're weaving in and out of lanes. I believe in Bluntman's paperwork, it said that he was weaving in and out of lanes. So, I mean, they definitely knew about him. If you look at the paperwork, they knew about him. They knew that he was coming. Now, how did they know he was coming? I think comes down to something Chuck Reeves pointed out in a video I saw Monday. Chuck Reeves very smartly pointed out that Bluntman was advertised, and probably still is advertised, on the gathering of the Juggalos website. Let's go look right now. There he is. There's Bluntman. There's his mugshot right there. Old Bluntman. But if, let me go to the gathering website. I bet you it's still on there. They might have been smart to take it down, but I bet you they didn't. Flavor vendors. Airhead's right at the top too, dude. Well, let me make that a little smaller. Now, do you think Airheads did their paperwork? Got their proper permits to sell marijuana in that state? Or you're one of the conspiracy theorists that just thinks he ratted. Yeah, right there, fucking one of the first 4. Right on the first 2 scrolls, you got a couple of weed dealers. So I think Chuck Reeves is so on the money when he said in that video of his that it was the website. And here's the thing. That website, man, that could end up, I mean, this right here, it being on the website, this could really end up screwing Psychopathic, man, because it could come right back on them. I've seen some people say it could be a RICO charge because of this. I don't know all about that. I don't know that much about RICO and the law to fucking say it could be a RICO charge. But, I mean, it definitely could blow back on them a little bit, right? Now, in case you guys were wondering, yes, it does get exhausting saying I told you so. It gets really exhausting over here. In fact, I had to take a nap today from just saying it so many times today alone, man. But for real, I told you guys in the video that I did about the gathering being announced at this new location. In the video I did about that shit, I told you guys that spot is hot and you need to be careful. Not only because of Jimmy, and his Camp Zoe past. If you guys don't know, Jimmy Tabot, the guy who owns the new place, other than having some very unsavory allegations against him, no charges for that, but from a lot of people in the Deadhead fucking scene, the jam band scene in that Midwest area, a lot of stories. Other than that, there is paperwork and news stories, you can look it up, about Camp Zoe, which was under surveillance by the feds for years before they moved in and made a bust. Now, I know a lot of people are worried about undercovers at the gathering. You should be. From, local PD. You should also be worried about undercovers from the feds that are at the gathering, because they might be collecting intel to be used further down the line. This is what I was warning you about. Because this spot is hot, they know, this might be a good spot. Even if he's not cooperating, say, let's just be on some benefit of the doubt shit. Even if he's not cooperating, they know the history of the guy. So they know that this is maybe a spot that is good to collect intel, because we've done this before with this guy. Oh, and he's hosting an event that's advertising drug sales on their website. Oh, okay, sweet. Let's swoop in. The local PD were definitely expecting this shit. Feds probably too. Now, with the amount of drugs being seized from a couple of these folks, these are going to be a couple of federal cases, I would assume. If you start stacking multiple federal drug cases against a fandom that has been labeled as a gang in certain regions of the country and by the feds before, this could be bad. This could be really, really bad, you guys. And I'm not, I'm Mr. Doom and Gloom over here, but hey, I'm just, this could end up being really bad for Psychopathic. Here's some of his booking info. Kevin Michael Jones, Bluntman. Let's see. First Degree, let's see. First Degree, Deliver. Yeah. Bond set at 0, by the way. Which means they want to hold on to him. Here's his paperwork, which the PD... this was really unusual. I thought a Juggalo had found this. It looked like one of the police pages posted this. It looks like is the actual source of this information. They put this information out there. They want you to know this information. Hold on, let me get the Bluntman paperwork shit. So if you look at this paperwork, it says, members of the Mid-Missouri Drug Task Force received information Kevin Michael Jones, Bluntman, was planning to distributed. They already fucked up with their legal document here. A large amount of marijuana during the gathering of the Juggalos festival hosted by Mother Nature's Riverfront Retreat. Blah, 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 blah. Members of the Missouri Drug Task Force observed Bluntman's one-stop shop was advertised on the website. So they're telling you right there. So they received information. I don't know how they received that information, but then they immediately checked on the website because it's right there on the website. It could have been a local, who sent the information in. The locals are definitely complaining about us, and they were, complaining 15 years ago when they didn't want us then in this region. Because that's the other thing. This region did not want us 15 years ago. This region not wanting us 15 years ago is the reason we went to Legend Valley in the first place. Man, we might after this, Papa. Do we need another march, Papa asked. We might after this. All right, let's go to the next page because there's more here. Mimi? What you doing, Mimi? Yeah? During a probable cause search of the camper trailer, a large amount of marijuana products and suspected psilocybin mushrooms were located. For reasons of officer safety, the truck and trailer were transported to Camden County Emergency Management, blah, blah, blah. A narcotics search warrant was served on the truck by an accompanied camper. and a company truck and accompanied camper. So he had a truck and he was hauling a camper, I'm assuming. During the search, the camper marijuana products in various forms were located. The marijuana products had a combined weight of approximately 128 pounds. Signs were located that read weed for sale and flower for sale. That's probably, intent of distribution right there or whatever the fuck. The packaging of several marijuana products read Bluntman and Bluntman One Stop Shop. That signage really is going to fuck him over too. Additionally, psilocybin mushrooms were located. This is what's going to fuck him over real bad. They don't play when it comes to hallucinogens, man. The psilocybin mushrooms were located in plastic containers labeled Penis Envy and Bluey Vuitton. Bluey Vuitton. I know from my training and experience, Penis Envy and Bluey Vuitton are strains of mushrooms known exclusively for containing psilocybin. The plastic containers were also marked with prices in accordance with weight. Various packaged foods were located in the on the packaging. They were labeled to contain psilocybin. So what? Probably mushroom chocolates or something. The total approximate weight of the psilocybin products were 2.5 pounds. But that's all the packaging. That's everything. They're weighing everything when it comes to this kind of stuff. Located in the truck, a laminated paper depicting QR codes to various payment applications. All of that signage is really going to fuck them. All that signage really going to fuck them. And there's a last page here. Complaint count 1. So these are the counts. These are the charges. Bloody, bloody, blah. Never mind. Nothing really much more here. But yeah, different news outlets started picking it up in the local area. Stereo Gum has picked it up since then. Here's him ratting on himself. Just got out of county. I'm out on bail. But I'm gathering. Without caring because Jacob got into an accident. I don't know what any of that means. But here's his paperwork when it comes to PA. Let me look at this. I haven't really looked at this one much. Oh, you got a lot of 8/14. So when was this? This was the Friday before. So he got these charges the Friday before and still was like, fuck it, I'm still going. He got out and was like, fuck it, I'm still going. His bail was set to $50,000. I forget what the percentage you have to post of that is. I think it's only like, 10%? So $5,000. I think it's 10% you got to post. But yeah, a whole bunch of charges. Manufacture, deliver charges, possession with intent, possession instrument of crime. I don't even know what that is. Intent, possession, control substance. Yeah, so just a lot of possessions. Probably all possession charges. I really don't know what some of these specific charges are. But yeah. He ratted on himself several times, man. He posted pictures of all the joints he was going to give out. All of that signage is really going to fuck him, though, man. All of that signage is proof that he was planning on distributing that and selling it, Not good. Not good. All right, let me go through my notes, because... Yeah, I guess there's other news stories here I could show you. There's really no point. I showed you the headlines of these news stories. But yeah, these local news channels picked up on it. Let's see. Like I said, Chuck Reeves pointed out very smartly that they were promoting him on the website. And not only that, I saw Chuck posted this too. Oh, I can't even find this right now. I might have to try to screen grab that later. Violent J did a cameo for Bluntman. Violent J was paid on Cameo by Bluntman to do a cameo promoting Bluntman. So a lot of people are pointing to that as like, oh, well, that fucked him right there. No, probably not. Probably not. It was probably himself fucking him. he fucked himself pretty good, just all that posting and really being on the Gathering website. Like, that's... Yeah, and that's the thing about that Gathering website. The verbiage on there is really brazen. Oh, come on, you old... I did this earlier. I tried to get out of here. I opened this stupid program. Hold on. Quit out of there. That verbiage on the website for over 20 years. For over 20 years, we have supplied the Gathering with everything you need to keep the party going, from blunt wraps to bongs, papers, pipes, and lighter fluid. And much, much more. Also, remember to be at the shop every 420 for a free giveaway. Did they change some of that verbiage? I could have sworn some of that verbiage was, anyway, saying that he was, that verbiage is a little bit more safe, but it's got to be his own postings that fucked him over. And, you know, you get busted and you post online that you're going to jump. I mean, I just don't understand the self-snitching of it all, you know? Like, I know motherfuckers are thirsty for attention and are posting on these Facebook groups to get the attention all damn day and get the little serotonin rush or whatever the fuck, little adrenaline rush, whatever chemical their brains are getting from doing all this shit. But you got to chill out, man. You're going to fuck yourself up. Some of these people posting some of the fight stuff, like, that's what, like, I can play you guys the Wacko clip, I think, because I don't feel like that's incriminating anyone, because it's just a push. But, you know, there's another fight I don't even want to play, because I don't want to incriminate a Juggalo for Juggalo justice shit. I don't get all that kind of posting. You guys need to be careful with. You need to be real careful with that kind of shit. You want to see the Wacko clip? Let me see if I can find that real quick. Wacko almost fight. So this loops a couple of times weirdly because I had to screenshot it, and it's like a screenshot of a screenshot. I think I found the best quality version of it I could find. Yo, Eric, when you get spare time, check out Barry Cooper. What a great man. Name he teach people how... Wait, because he was a top drug task force guy before turning on cops over some weed. I will check out Barry Cooper. I thought you were talking about those, yeah, I'm not at the Gathering. I know. I'm disappointed in a way, too, but I'm also sort of like, I think I picked a good one to miss, you know? I knew that this region was not friendly to us in the past. The day of the announcement of the Gathering, I was like, man, ain't this the region that fucking kicked us out once before? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if this is a good idea. And then once I found out more about the guy that owned it and his past and the shit floating around him, yeah, I don't know, man. I do not know. All right, I'm getting a little bit lost here. Sorry, guys. The Wacko clip. Okay, back on track. Wacko clip. The Wacko almost fight. All right, I gotta change the window here. So give me 1 second to adjust. Oh, that adjusted not too bad. But here's the almost fight for those that are wanting to see the almost fight. Oh, Jesus Christ. I lose that motherfucker so fast. There we go.
Break his home. Stop.
Drove into me. No, I said I did. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I know you.
Don't let him punch him. Because he'll break his home. Stop.
Drove into me. No, I said.
So the story behind.
Break his home. Stop.
Oop.
Drove into me. No, I said I did. Listen, I'm trying to tell you.
So a big dude screaming on Wacko here is apparently a bare knuckle fighter. And not only a bare knuckle fighter, a champion, from what Kosuke was telling me on the phone earlier. Shouts out to Kosuke. So yeah, that's the wifey you hear in the background, or his girl in the background, who's saying that you don't let him hit him.
Don't let him punch him. Because he'll break his home. Stop.
Don't let him punch him because he'll break his own face. So I don't think anything happened from that. But yeah, the backstory on that is Wacko was driving reckless with the golf cart, and he apparently hit dude. And dude had a problem with being hit by Wacko driving reckless in the golf cart. So yeah, that's the story behind that. But yeah, I don't think anything else happened other than what we saw there. I don't know. Maybe it did. I'm not there. Mimi. Ooh. Smoke break. Trying not to rush myself too much. Because I feel like sometimes I rush myself a little too much on my own show. So I'm trying to slow it down a little bit. Let it breathe a little bit, you know? Oh yeah, here's the Stereo Gum article about Bluntman. Which that's the kind of thing. That's the thing about this too. And I mean, Psychopathic probably ain't even psyched about me talking about this kind of shit this much, but I gots to talk about it. This is bad PR. You know, a lot of this is bad PR that they do not like. They do not like this kind of PR around the gathering. This kind of stuff definitely hurts the gathering. And I will bring some positivity, by the way. I will bring I do have a roving reporter. Hypnotized Ninja was very kind to spend some time this morning to write me out a little couple of messages about his experience thus far out there, and it's largely positive, I would say. A couple of staleness points, but I feel like he's having a decent time out there. I don't think everybody's having a horrible time. I've seen people saying today that now that everybody's in there and everything's kind of settled and set up and shit, that it's much more chill once you're in there. But getting in there seems to be a bit of a bitch. Let's see. I already went the Wacko rat him out. I don't think Wacko ratted him out, by the way. I think that's crazy. The Wacko of it all getting so Wacko, people are like, well, I saw rumors Wacko got busted. I saw people sharing what I believe are the pictures of Wacko getting busted, or Wacko's RV getting busted back in Texas last year for Juggalo Island. I don't think Wacko got busted. He posted that he's fine. Wacko probably rolled in, or Wacko's people rolled in with Psychopathic. You know? He's good. And I would have to assume Wacko, being that connected with the festival, maybe did his due diligence and actually filed the right paperwork. So he might be good with his situation. But he's right at the top of the website too. He's right at the top of that website too. Let's see. I guess I'll just keep going down the stack. I'm trying to see what other notes I got here. Here's a car I saw. This is not funny because I almost didn't want to show this because this person ended up getting arrested apparently. So I don't really want to make fun of this person too much. But this is an example of a local Walmart post of a Juggalo rolling that dirty. I mean, you don't pull up to the gathering with a car that looks like this. You're gonna get fucked with. All right. You're gonna get fucked with. Someone said $12 for a bag of ice. Is that true? I saw people saying the little convenience store gimmick is really overpriced. That's for sure. So new ICP EP at the gathering this year. Good question. I don't think so. Anybody? Oh, we got some. What is that? Oh, shit. I think she's trying to send a pic. I think Taffy's trying to send a pic with the Toxic Avenger right now, but the pic isn't coming through. Shouts out to Taffy. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to read, because I already talked about it, and I might forget. I'm going to read Hypnotized Ninja's report from the gathering so far before we get into more staleness, to sort of cleanse the palate, if you will, because I know it's just going to seem like I'm talking about all the staleness this whole time. So I want to read Hypnotized Ninja report here. The groomer bro with dreadlocks very much driving around and ain't nobody being rah-rah about it. It's a bitch of a hassle getting in and outside the grounds. The shuttle bus and hay rides are random and scattered, and there's no certainty in which direction the moving vehicle is taking you. I had such a stale first day, so much that I considered leaving after first day, but Mitchell, shouts out to Murder Mayhem Mitch, convinced me to push through. Shouts out to Mitch for that, for real. Cell service is a hassle, and the main stage is as big or a hair bigger than the second stage of Legend Valley. I did think that stage looked a little small. Attendance waned back down to the typical 3 to 5K tops. I think it's because of of how inconvenient everything is. It reminds me of Hog Rock with the hill and Nelson Ledges with the sprawling forestry, which is beautiful, but also a recipe for every wrong turn and you're lost. So I'm assuming that means the grounds are confusing, eh? Guess I missed the convenience of LV stores, Legend Valley stores nearby, hotels nearby. Everything here's 30 minutes away. All ride shares are a fortune. You chose the right one to miss. Darby, Hatebreed, and Isham killed. These are main stage performers from last night. Isham did a freestyle ditty making fun of Bluntman. Man, anybody got video footage of Isham's Bluntman freestyle? I would love to see it. And it's not lost on me that he emphasized the Vanilla Ice in the Ku Klux Klan part of Helter Skelter song. If you know, you know. Shouts out to MAGA Ice. Hatebreed was awesome, and apparently it happened because of Shaggy. They, Jamie Josta, met backstage at a concert in Detroit, and Josta asked Shaggy, and of course, you're an established, well enough known hardcore act, wants to play our infamous festival, bet. So that's dope. Shaggy 2 Dope's the reason that Hatebreed happened. So that's dope. Shouts out to Michael, aka Hypnotized Ninja, for sending that shit in. Michael always be sending in a lot of dope shit for the show. I probably don't shout Michael out enough on the show. So shouts out to Hypnotized Ninja for real for that. Now back to thy staleness. Right back into it. Let's jump right back into it. I already talked about the flock cameras, or someone mentioned flock cameras in here. I saw, I don't know where it was from, but allegedly one of the local news channels made a post using an AI image, an AI infographic, if you will, using an AI image, heavily suggesting that the police are using flock to track juggalos. Bam Bam 420, welcome to the Alienated. You can access secret videos all day and night right here on this channel. Are you dropping a boy off? Is he being bad? Oh, he's going to try to get you. He's going to try to get you. Oh, haha, you got trapped in here with me. Now Preston. Oh, you feel guilty. Emily tried to leave him in here because he's Preston's bugging her in the kitchen and she felt guilty. Oh, that was fucking great. That was great. I haven't been to GOTJ since 2022. Seems worse every year. This year's. Do you think this year's going to go down as the worst gathering? I know Oklahoma's a fave. I know. I've seen a lot of positive things too. That this is like Cave-In Rock, but more lit. What? Wacko. I think Wacko posted this is Cave-In Rock on steroids, I think is what he said. Thanks for the gift. Did someone gift that? Shit, I think someone gifted that membership. Did I miss that? Indiana sucks. I liked Indiana low-key. There was a lot of cop presence on the inside of, or on the outside leading up to Indiana too, but I think they were only fucking with Juggalos like right at the gates leaving the gathering that year, if I remember correctly. The price of it doesn't justify what comes with it anymore. Let's talk about that from Fear the Effing Beard. Is that Chuck Reeves still? I'm not sure if that's another Chuck Reeves related account there. Let's talk about that though. $300, another price hike this year.
Shit. Someone said it was Lost Lands prices. That's
Yeah, what a dumb comment. I don't want to shit on that person too bad or whatever, but that was a dumb comment. Yeah, it is not Lost Lands prices remotely. This person was their whole package would be just the GA ticket.
I paid the year that we did glamping for you and I paid $3,500.
Jesus, that's for 2 people?
Yep.
Emily said for 2 people with glamping 2 years ago when we did it, she paid $3,500, which I don't even know if I realized it was that much. Holy fuck. So if you're complaining about Lost Land prices, just think of that. just think of that. That's granted, the glamping is pretty much, with the VIP package and all that shit, is pretty much the highest tier, or damn near the highest tier you can get there, right?
Well, let's talk about this. The least I've ever paid for Lost Lands, for just me, the year that I went with just me, I paid $1,200.
Yeah. So, price hikes are expected, but I expected this year for them to get some bigger acts with some of that money. Lost Lands is fun, though. Yeah, Fear of the Effing Beard again says, Lost Lands seems so much fun, though. It is fun. But you're dealing with so many people, and the douchebag to cool person ratio is maybe leans a little more douchebag. You get a lot of really fucking cool people at Lost Lands. Don't get me wrong, but you get a lot of dude bros. You get a lot of like rave dude bros that I'm just like rolling my eyes at.
That's different. It used to not be like that.
But it's like that.
Which is why we're going this year.
Yes. Anyway, my thing though is the price hike. I did expect more infrastructure. I mean, obviously JCW ain't gonna pay for itself, but I expected more infrastructure, maybe some more. I don't know, some cool effects in the trees like Lost Lands have or something. Obviously, maybe some of that money is going to extra people picking up trash, perhaps, this year. It does seem like they have more people picking up trash. I saw a picture of the parking lot, the 1776 parking lot that looked remarkably clean for the morning after everybody has left that parking lot. It looked remarkably clean. So they're doing a good job, I think, cleaning up after themselves this year. Is that because of the Ninja Initiative, or did Psychopathic bring more people in to clean up? I don't know. It does seem like they're doing a good job this year, though. I think Chuck Reeves made this meme. This shit's funny. Here's some of the parking lot. This is 1776 lot, the staging area, I believe from Monday or Tuesday. This must be Monday or Tuesday. This gives you a good idea of how organized it feels. I mean, obviously, if you come in here, I saw some people complaining that they couldn't get out once they parked it. I mean, why would you expect to get out of here? Like, obviously, this is a staging area to literally have people in line damn near. But it looks a little bit more organized. It doesn't look like such a clusterfuck. At least people are in nice little organized lines and they're maximizing the space and shit. Oh, Razel's giving away Humble Among memberships. That's what's going on. He just gave away 10. They call me Mr. Kruger. Star Angel. Precious Juggalos. Shouts out to Precious Juggalos watching from the gathering? Question mark. A+ modding. TJ Gentry Art. Wicked Thuggalo, Justin Guessford, Optimist, Nomarez, I probably botched that. Dave the Impaler, Joe Hartman, all members of the Alienated. Thanks to Razel. Thank you, Razel. You can watch secret videos now, including the Sweet Emily vlog of her going to the Filipino grocery store and nerding out about a broom. By the way, Can't Spells had a question that I meant to ask you. I figure I'll do it on stream while you're here. Why is the broom so short? Why is the handle so short?
Have you seen my mother?
She said, "Have you seen my mother?" She's a little tiny lady.
We're all, well, I'm a giant. Okay, it's because they're little people.
Emily, it's so funny. When Emily shows me pictures of her with her family, she is really like the giant in the picture. She just sticks out like a sore thumb because it's like all these little tiny Asian people, and then it's Emily. Hey, did we get a Cobb salad reference in here? Shout out Cobb salads and vasectomy vlogs. Hell yeah.
See if I don't know if you can get that in there, but
Cobb salad is such a very specific reference. Oh shit. Do you want me to show this?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show it. Here's a picture of her.
See if you can find me.
Yeah, one of these things is not like the other. Hold on. I gotta download it and then I'll fucking. Hold on, you guys. You gotta see this.
This is why the broom is so short.
And you're what? You're like a teenager here, right?
I'm 16.
You're 16 here. Oh, did I send it to you?
Sure did.
I'm an idiot. Hold on, I gotta turn the Wi-Fi back on to send it to myself. I just sent it right back to you.
Actually, no, that was my 15th birthday.
That's your 15th birthday.
Yep.
All right. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up this way. That way, I think I can easily. Right here we go.
This is why the broom is so short.
She's a giant. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, she's 15 there. That's your 15th birthday? Yeah, that's Emily with her whole family. Couple of crackers sprinkled in.
That's only half of it.
There's a couple other crackers sprinkled in here, though.
Everybody thinks that the tall white guy in the back is my dad because he's the only big white guy, but that's my uncle's boyfriend.
That's the tall white guy in the back is not her dad. That's the uncle's boyfriend, she said. Anyway, that's why the broom handle is so short. Tiny little Asian people don't need longer broom handles. Yeah, man. Let's see. Where were we at with this shit? Oh, yeah. We're showing you cars. Here is someone posting about someone they suspected to be an undercover. Definitely watch out.
The guy from the back.
Yeah.
Hands on his hips.
Does give off undercover vibes, but
Fucking big time.
definitely watch for undercover cops. Not only local, but, I mean, I would assume there's some feds floating around in there, too. Definitely be careful with who you deal with and talk to and what you say and what you do around people, I would say. Just be safe.
Someone made a good idea of like handing out candy and making specific candy to hand out to people that they think are undercover.
Oh, that's a great idea. Emily just said someone had an idea to make specific candy to give out to people that they suspect to be undercovers, almost to sort of mark them out. That's brilliant, honestly. That's literally like almost old school Carney shit of literally marking someone out. If you guys don't know, back in the day when you were coming into the carnival, if they suspected you were gullible, maybe had some money that you were willing to part with rather easily, they would mark you with chalk as you came into the carnival. That's where the term mark literally comes from. These people that would literally get marked with chalk as they came into the carnival. There's a little Carney lore for you there. I heard that idea the other day too, Master Guido said. I think that's brilliant. That's brilliant, hon. Shouts out to whoever came up with that idea. Do you know where you saw it? Probably Facebook or somewhere online. Shouts out to the genius who thought of that. That's a great idea. That to me is on the level of the whoever's troll it was. There's two trolls I love for IRL streamers. One of them is going up to IRL streamers and just standing them with copyrighted music. Just like literally walking around blasting with a speaker with copyrighted music. I think that's brilliant because that just makes all their footage basically unusable. The other one is asking the influencers directly Why Are You Here? Which is one that that's one that I like that I like a lot. I can't remember if I came up with that one or if that's a hybrid of a couple of different ideas or something. I feel like that low key. I might have came up with. I don't know. Who knows? Flock cameras. Yeah, you know what? That link is dead. So I'm gonna keep going through here. Oh, this was the other thing I wanted to bring up. So I don't know if this is an old pic, but this was posted as if it was a new pic of one of the portas already being blown up. I don't know if this is actually from this year. I suspected it was. I suspected it was because I was a little suspicious of this, and it looked familiar to me too. So this is not from this year. Yep, even Guido in the chat said 2025. 100%. Yep. Well, that's good. Hopefully Juggalos are not blowing up porta potties this year. There's a lot of trolling. I see people on the Facebook group like continuously making the tired joke that like Juggalos are dumping oil in the river right now. They're dumping antifreeze in the river. Like they're just I mean, it's a troll thing or whatever, but don't even joke about that because there's idiots out there that might literally think that's a good idea. There's literal idiots out there that are that fucking stupid that would think that maybe that's a good idea because they don't get the joke. They're not that with it, okay? So, I don't know. It's not a good, like, and there's normies out there that are not that with it. There's normies out there that are not that with it to understand that that's a joke, too. So, think about that side of the coin as well. Okay. Let's continue along the way here. This was interesting as fuck. I saw this being shared around in a couple of spots. This is the page for the Mid-Missouri Drug Task Force. This is
my God, the stupid AI shit that they're making.
No, this is a comment they left on one of the posts in the gathering of the Juggalos Facebook group. This confirms, you guys, that the police are watching that Facebook group, by the way, and probably multiple Facebook groups. They're letting you know here. This is a comment warning Juggalos to be careful on the way into the gathering. That was, a lot of people were copying, pasting this comment over and over again, right? So this is the actual task force commenting on this. On behalf of the drug task force, we would like to welcome everyone to our area! ! We've already had the great honor of meeting a few of you, and the week has just started! We're looking forward to meeting many more of you and hope you enjoy your time in our area. Welcome! ! A little bit of sarcasm in text. Am I reading so much into that? They might be watching the stream right now. And so what? So what if they are? Hi! Tell them Humble Monk sent you. Fucking A. Speaking of which, shouts out to Billy. Let's sprinkle some positivity. Shouts out to Billy Defense, who had his first solo stage performance at the gathering of the Juggalos today. Hopefully that went well. If anyone is watching this after the fact, leave a comment. Let me know if you saw Billy. Let me know what you thought. Tell Billy that I said I love him if you see him. Anyone watching? But yeah, shouts out to Billy Defense. Will Gates, some of you may know him as my odd son. It's been so good to see Billy's progression, man. He's just going to keep going. Shouts out to Billy Defense, doing the damn thing, man. I always say I say this to Billy all the time. You're so young, homie, and you're doing everything. You're working so hard and doing everything that I wish I was doing at your age, man. You're on the shits, man. So shouts out to Billy, man. All right, now let's dive right back in to negativity. Let's see. Do you want to... Let's talk about neighbors complaining, I guess. So noise complaints are apparently... Ooh. Got Emily's family up still. A lot of noise complaints are coming in. This is a story from today from one of the local gimmicks, the local news gimmicks. That a lot of noise complaints are coming in. This is I referenced this earlier about complaints are definitely coming in. But yes, the gathering of the Juggalos kicked off Wednesday at the Mother Nature Riverfront Retreat with hundreds of attendees already on site since Monday. Clyde Cristofari, a Juggalo, described the appeal of the festival. This is the most unique festival in the world. I've been to tons of festivals, and there's nothing like this anywhere in the world. This is the greatest thing, and we owe it all to the Insane Clown Posse. Early arrivals prompt complaints. Let's see. Mother Nature campgrounds did not open for the gathering of the Juggalos till Wednesday morning, leading hundreds of early arrivals to camp out near the 1776 bar in the days before. An anonymous Max Creek homeowner said the gathering caused a disturbance in her neighborhood. So some old biddy called the cops. There were police, or called the news. There were police sirens constantly. Wait. Do they have a southern twang? No? There were police... I'm just going to go with my original instinct on this voice. There were police sirens constantly. There were fireworks happening. There was somebody who had a megaphone. That really is... That's a real quote. I did not make that up. The anonymous Max Creek homeowner said... So the people that own property here were not able to sleep for 2 days. But this is all people by 1776, I'm assuming, right? Jason Buckles, owner of 1776 Bar and Grill, described the first night of arrivals. The first night, Monday, when we left, we rode down J Road, rolled down the windows and kind of slowed down. We could hear a little music, but no issues to report. We've had parking and security out here through the event coordinators, and there are no issues to report. It's been a lot of fun. So, you know, regardless of a couple of sour little neighbors complaining about megaphone, there was that one motherfucker with the megaphone won't shut up. That one motherfucker. Someone in the chat just said, fuck your sleep. Shouts out to Lisa Frank. Oh, man, that's so funny. But, yeah, it's good to see that there's some good mixed in with the bad with this local press, though. You know, like the headline here that says bar owner. Oh, you can't even see it. Hold on. Let me move my dumb head. No, moving the wrong thing. Dumb head. Move the dumb head. Bar owner and staff describe an orderly crowd. So that's good that there's like positive mixed in with that negative, because yeah, you got to take it take it where you can get it, man. Razel sent out 10 more Humble Among memberships, Alienated memberships. Rude Mark, Lisa Frank, Killa Cali Hustle, Dim, Kita, Big Black Biscuit, MJ Silva, European, Aussie Steve, I like that hat, mate, and Filthy Ex-Poet. All just got members to the Alienated. All you guys can watch the secret videos, quote unquote. 3 Juggalo Ohio documentaries, Mad Vlogs coming, by the way. A lot of stuff that is going to stay behind the paywall. Last year's Gathering documentary is still behind that paywall. I still have not made the public version. I still have not done last year's Gathering as the public version. So, shouts out to Razel. Love you, dog. Hopefully you're doing good. I eat babies. Whoop whoop. All right, where are we at, man? I'm trying to not skip anything because I skip. Oh, what do we got here? A coffee? Emily just delivered a delicious coffee beverage. Chocolate toffee cake coffee beverage with some ice in it. Hell yeah. Humble, please say. Nice try. Do a super chat. I'll do it. Do a super chat. I'll do it. Wang Doodle. Is that good enough? Wang Doodle. Nice and clean for you. Oh, all right. I'm low-key thinking about staying up to live stream watching the lunacy shit tonight. We'll see. We'll see. I'll take it. Is that good enough? I mean, I see what you're doing. You're gonna have me saying something about, you know, doing something with a wang doodle. You sneaky little son of a snake, you. All right, where the fuck am I at here? Oh, did I get this one? Oh, I should have gotten a screenshot of that one. One of the local news reports says the cops have been prepping for some time now, I noticed, in one of these local news reports, which really shows that they were getting ready to go. Is this a setup? A lot of Juggalo conspiracy theories floating around it. Is this a setup? Is this a trap? Is this a honeypot, as I called it in tonight's video? I don't know. I hope not. That's like the darkest place that my brain could go. Like that. This is this whole festival is a giant honeypot to entrap people. I would fucking hope not, man. That's the absolute darkest place that my brain could go with this shit. I don't think it is, but maybe. I think Chuck Reeves once again asked a really valuable question. Who reached out to who in this scenario to book this gathering at this place? Did ICP reach out to them? Or did this place reach out to the Insane Clown Posse and Ninjas in Action Psychopathic? Because I think the answer to that question would tell you maybe a lot. I don't know. People making a mountain out of a molehill over Bluntman. It sucks, man. The Bluntman thing sucks. I feel bad for Bluntman in a way, you know? Because he only... there's some of the AI shit we were talking about. At least he was only, you know, trafficking weed and, you know, mushrooms, like plants. Plants that have proven medicinal uses. Therapeutic uses in some cases. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I forgot to... I'm gonna have to maybe add some stuff to the list here. There's one thing I forgot to talk about. Have you guys seen the thing floating around that this year at the ticket booth gimmick, they're making people sign a waiver? I saw an actual screenshot of the waiver. But they're actually making people sign a waiver this year. This is usually something it's not something unusual for a festival, but it's usually something that's sort of bundled into the ticket buying the purchasing online. Like you click a little box before you put in your credit card shit, or while you're putting your credit card. I don't know, man. Stop selling death. Who's selling death? Am I selling death? What scent is that candle? Which one? I got like a sage one, a lotus flower one, and then like a clean and fresh one or something. Like clean, super clean and fresh or something. It's called. No, you have to sign a waiver at a physical one though. Anyway, I thought that was a little bit unusual. It feels like it's usually bundled in with the ticket buying process. Some people were not being... I'm assuming it's something that you have to have people sign who are buying the tickets physically. I've bought the tickets physically at the gathering a couple of times. I've never signed a waiver. The last... Well, Don got us the tickets the 1 year there. But the last, what was it, 2 years? Or is it the 2 year sandwich when Don bought the ticket that 1 year? I bought the gathering tickets physically 2 years, I think. Huh. We doing sound bites now? Am I a soundbite whore now? $5 super chat. Say, I love the overcoat. I love the overcoat. I botched it on purpose. I love the overgoat, okay? Okay? Fine. I love the overgoat. Fine. Man, I love the overgoat. Man, see, I love the overgoat. There, I gave you options. Is that good enough? Is that good enough for you? Yeah, 2024, right? So I bought the tickets physically at least 23 and 25. Shouts out to Don again. Don is a Don forever for hooking it up with the free tickets that year. That shit helped out so much. That was the Mimi surgery year too, right? Yeah, right? I think that was the Mimi surgery year. Fucking A, right? I think so. Sampled. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't know where that's going to end up. Fucking... I guess send it to me at least so I can hear it or play it on here if you actually do use that somewhere. I'd like to see what you used, I guess. Let's see. But yeah, I don't know about the whole setup thing. I'm a little skeptical when it comes to it being a setup. I know I said, be careful, the spot is hot, but I don't know how hot it is. I mean, there's definitely some evidence to point to that this is like, maybe a bit of a honeypot situation, but I don't think it was a full on like entrapment. Like I saw someone posting about like what do they call it? Operation Shangri-La, LAW, and like the rumor of the raid that's happening and blah blah blah. I don't know about all that. People are sharing some video of some police staging area. Yeah, right here. I don't know if this will play. Here. Some police staging area that's right up the road at the church. And they're like, oh, they're about to raid you guys. You're going to raid you guys. You see this? They got boats. It's a mobile command unit because there's a festival going on down the road. You got it's almost like infrastructure you have to bring in for a festival. I don't think that's anything to be like paranoid about or anything. That's just like infrastructure you would have at really any festival in the middle of fucking nowhere where, 5,000 people are going to be fucking pulling up. Let's see. All right. So Jimmy there, though, he's pretty comfortable just walking around. Taking videos with the jugs. This Jimmy guy.
And the merchandise booth for ICP just opened. There's already a pretty big line.
And I'm not saying you should do anything. But
we're up and rocking here.
Just pointing it out. Just pointing it out. Camp Zoe was a different place, but this is the same guy. And I'm just pointing out that the feds, are... the feds might know that the spot... we did it before, and we can do it again. You know what I mean? Jimmy, oh my God. Jesus Christ. All right. So I think it was yesterday, a local radio station. Oh, this has already been updated with a nice flattering mugshot for this motherfucker. This is the motherfucker that brought the K, by the way, the fent-laced K, or was trying to bring fent-laced K to the gathering. You should demonize this dude probably a little bit more than fucking Bluntman, dude. Like, but yeah, this was there's an early version of this that basically were saying that there were more busts coming, more drug busts coming. Oh yeah, this is that AI thing. Once again, I think this is like them kind of having fun with you, like kind of making fun of you a little bit, right? Let's see. I don't know, man. I don't like that part at the bottom, though. To take your weed and take your rights. I don't really like that. Like being that brazen about taking your rights and shit. All right, so this was a post. Let me try to pull this up so I can read this from a local, I guess a news site. I guess you could call this a news site, right? Land of the Ozarks Drone. Now, there's a lot of negative here, I think. They're coming from everywhere. Thousands of Juggalos descended on Lake of the Ozarks. If you've been to Max Creek area of the Lake of the Ozarks, you know it's usually pretty quiet. So why are thousands of tourists visiting this quiet corner of the Lake of the Ozarks this weekend? Say hello to the Gathering of the Juggalos, an annual 4-day music festival for fans of the horrorcore rap duo Insane Clown Posse, ICP. The event brings members of this subculture together, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Juggalo, according to many online sources, Juggalo culture is centered on radical acceptance and creating a family among those who consider themselves outcasts. There is even some internal discussion from people within the subculture of a unique moral mythology known as the Dark Carnival, both of these in quotations. Reports from past Juggalo events describe some allegedly violent, vulgar, and potentially illegal activities such as allegedly throwing bottles. I think they dropped allegedly twice. I thought I was tripping and I read the allegedly. No, they dropped allegedly twice. Allegedly throwing bottles, feces, and more at performers for playing poorly. In quotes CBS News, destroying and hurling portable toilets at individuals. Wait, someone threw a porta potty? That one's new to me. The infamous trash war or trash fight where miscellaneous objects are thrown in massive crowds and sometimes lead to serious injuries. One event resulted in an infamous attempted murder charge in which 2 individuals allegedly tried to carve a tattoo. That's wildly inaccurate. That wasn't at the gathering. That's wildly inaccurate. And then they source it from The Guardian. This is bad reporting. Already at the Max Creek event, allegedly a man going by the name of Bluntman, a lot of allegedlys, even more than I usually like to drop, who had reportedly boasted online for supplying, see it's in this article here, for supplying the festival with marijuana for 20 years has been arrested by Camden County and is charged with possession of a large quantity of marijuana and psilocybin mushrooms. All right, let me close some of this shit out. I got so much shit open, you guys. Hold on. And there's a second. This is a long little thing. I do want to read this to you guys, though. Apologies for if this seems a little dull or boring, but I think it's important that I go through this. Regardless of the history and descriptions they might be given by others, or the internal truth of what attendees desire from the gathering itself. Deep, bro. Law enforcement has made it very clear that they've had this event on their calendar for a while now. That part. As people headed toward the campground for the event or simply traveled through the area to see the Whistle Creek, they were greeted by several fire department vehicles, Missouri State Highway Patrol, and Missouri Conservation personnel stationed near the end of State Road U. I think that's the gimmick I just showed you there. Lake Expo had the chance to speak with Southwest Camden Fire Chief about the precautions local fire departments and law enforcement have been taking ahead of the event. We asked Sheeper whether there were any current rumors, threats, or specific concerns prompting an increased emergency presence in the area. We've been planning this. This is a quote from the fire chief. We've been planning this as far as the fire department's response and law enforcement for months. Sheeper said, "I don't see it as any different from Bike Fest or Shootout." Must be other events. It's a large event that brings a lot of people for 4 or 5 days. Sheeper said the event organizers had previously anticipated several thousand people attending. I haven't talked to the event management recently, but they had anticipated between 4,000 and 5,000 by the time it's said and done. What about the rumors of 10,000 people? Lake Expo asked Sheeper about rumors that attendance could reach as high as 10,000 people. That's like, they must be watching the channel. Because that's the inflated number that I'm always saying, 10,000 people. 20,000 people. 30,000 people. No, not here, Sheeper said. Now I know that was a rumor going around for a while that they were going to sell like 9 or 10,000 tickets. That's because last year was probably about that big. But they will probably have half of that. Should people avoid the area? Question mark. Some like fear mongering. Finally, we asked Shepher whether he had any message for the public, particularly people considering coming to the area simply to see what is happening. Rubberneckers. Hold on, let me get to that last page. And you can see the headline here. They're coming from everywhere. Thousands descend on Max Creek, Missouri for Juggalo event. They're invading. They're coming from everywhere. All right, so this is his advice to people who want to rubberneck the gathering. Tourists, if you will. They're in their own town and they're tourists. Can you believe it? Well, we have a lot of, people not affiliated with the event. People not affiliated with the event that are coming down just to see the circus, Shepher said. These roads aren't made for a lot of traffic, so if they would just be careful about coming down here. When asked what he meant by the circus, Shepher laughed and clarified that he meant it figuratively. Oh, I see what you did there. That's pretty funny. An assistant of the Southwest Camden County Fire District added, that whole campground up there is entirely covered. They're from all over. I've seen license plates from Alaska, Florida, you name it. Someone said someone flew in from France to be there. That's pretty crazy. So the little old town of Max Creek, Missouri is truly hosting people from across the world for the gathering of the Juggalos this weekend. So a little bit of little light fear-mongering. Nothing too crazy, though. Let's see. All right, so here's the hundreds of pounds of drugs I think we're going to get into next. So here's the mugshots that came out of the updated drug bus here. Let's see. Camden, Missouri, sheriff, blah, blah, blah. Since Sunday, Camden County deputies and task force officers from the Mid-Missouri Drug Task Force. Here, so you guys can see what I'm reading here. Let's see. From the Mid-Missouri Drug Task Force have been conducting a coordinated enforcement effort in Camden County in response to the 26th annual gathering of the Juggalos at a campground in a rural area of Max Creek. Deputies are working overtime in Camden County this week to account for the influx of out-of-state visitors, blah, 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 blah. During the coordinated effort, several notable drug arrests and seizures were made in just the first half of the week-long event. There's Bluntman's charges. He had $5,000 in cash, it says there, too. Hey, that's his bail money. Wasn't that his bail money, too? Let's see. Here's the second one, though. This is the guy, the fella next to Bluntman on the top here. This is the guy he probably should have been more worried about because this is a lot more concerning. 49-year-old Dennis A. Pradham of Silver Springs, Maryland, had been arrested and charged with Class A felony first-degree drug trafficking, Class B felony first-degree drug trafficking, 3 counts of Class C felony delivery of controlled substance. Pradham is being held without bond after deputies seized 93 pounds of marijuana, 124 pounds of mushrooms, Jesus Christ, 135 grams of ketamine, 33 grams of ketamine/fentanyl. That's the part you should have been, you guys should be really concerned with. Test your shit. Wicked Clown Harm Reduction, Juggalos in Recovery are places I believe you can get test kits for free. If you see them around, there's also Narcan that you can get. Make sure you're prepared in case. I did see reports of people ODing, so I'm just saying that, be safe. You know, you don't know who bringing what in type beat. That's very concerning, though, that the dude had fent-laced K there. 66.5665 grams of MDMA during a roadside interdiction investigation. 34-year-old Robin Wyford and 38-year-old Jesse Williams of Bear, Delaware, arrested and charged with Class E felony delivery of a controlled substance. They were released on $50,000 bond after deputies seized 40 pounds of edibles. So they just had these two on the bottom are just some juggalos. They got some edibles that, unfortunately got fucking caught. Yeah, man, the fence stuff. That's very concerning. Just be safe. Wicked Clown harm reduction, Juggalos in recovery are places that I believe are both on grounds at the gathering. I know Wicked Clown harm reduction, I believe has a booth this year. I believe it's on the map. I don't know how accurate the maps are this year. I've heard probably not that accurate, but yeah, test your shit. Be safe. Moral of the story. For the whole week or weekend, be safe, be safe, be safe. Shit. I think we're getting caught up, you guys. Yeah, people were complaining about the security searching cars that were coming, and I did see a lot of people saying that they chilled out with the searching of the cars. After a little while. People were very concerned that they were actually searching. Once again, this is another example of you guys being pretty spoiled. Pretty spoiled this with the location the last 6+ years. Six years in a row? Was it? No, 5 years in a row. But yeah, like 6, 7, 8 years of Legend Valley. That area loved us, man. And honestly, fucking they did not search that that hard at all at Legend Valley. Yeah, they would search every now and again, but a lot of festivals will just straight up take all your shit out. Most festivals, if you're driving into the festival, will take all your shit out. They'll go through your luggage. They will go through your coolers. But after a while, people get tired of doing that shit, and I think there's the mentality at the festival. You do it super hard at the beginning of the fest, and word of mouth sort of spreads, and that does the rest of the work for them. So I know people were complaining about they got all their tanks confiscated and shit. I mean, that's a bummer. It sucks you spent that much money on a bunch of tanks that you probably aren't going to be able to recoup. But you roll the dice, man. You roll the dice on that shit every time you do something like that. Let's see. All right, I think we're out of the crime territory. Finally, Jesus Christ, it was like all fucking mostly crime stream here. We should just call this a Juggalo crime stream for this gimmick, for fuck's sakes. Let's see. So this is the ICP post from yesterday. The first day of the gathering was yesterday. If you don't know, today is the second day of the gathering. ICP was scheduled to do some VIP meet and greet type shits where they take pictures, kind of sign some shit. Razel, member for 28 months. I love y'all. Stay safe, fam. Whoop, whoop. Shouts out to Razel. Shouts out to Kasuke in the chat. I see you, dog. But yeah, I want to read this real quick. Due to unforeseen circumstances affecting today's travel and schedule, we unfortunately will not be able to accommodate the VIP meet and greet as planned. As of today's scheduled ICP VIP experience, meet and greets will be honored either Thursday or Friday. Your choice, your original scheduled time. We apologize for last-minute change and appreciate everyone's understanding. I made a post asking why you thought this, what you thought these unforeseen circumstances were, and a lot of people, and I was going to talk about this anyway, but I grouped this together. A lot of people brought up these posts from Sarah Russi, Violent J's girlfriend. I decided not to go to the gathering at all these next few days. Not backstage, not in the bus. And then Oh, I have this out of order. And then later, like the next day, I changed my mind at the last minute and decided to go to the gathering. A lot of people thinking that change of mind is the reason that Jay was late to the gathering. I saw a lot of people asking the question, and I think this is a valid question. Is this the first gathering where the Insane Clown Posse weren't there the first day? Jesus. Noah said Yabo hit his wife. I did see that. I did see that. Very concerning. Do not know how to respond to that. Do not know how to respond to that. Something that seems like it happened many years ago does not make it right. I don't know what JCW is supposed to do with that, though. Not good. Definitely not good, man. But yeah, I did want to address that real quick because I just saw it in the chat from Noah Caldwell. Caldwell? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. Horrible. Not good. They're part of the JWO. I'm assuming Yabo's in the main event. I'm assuming Yabo's in Gore Games. Not good, man. I don't know what they do with that. Especially with the Brothers of Funstruction being such a staple. I don't know what you do with that. Was Yabo the one that was missing in storyline? They should have. If Yabo was the one missing, they should have kept him missing, right? I think Yabo was the one that maybe wasn't missing, though. I could be wrong. Shit, man. Yeah. Just got dark. Trying to make some light fun of Sarah real quick here. Jesus Christ. All right. Let's try to get back on track with making fun of Sarah lightly. We love you, Sarah. This is such a funny post. You gotta go next door real quick. Where we going next door real quick?
Yeah.
Baking powder. Are you cooking crack in there? Oh, biscuits.
No, biscuits are not. And that's baking soda, bro.
Oh, shows what I know.
Brother, what? Are you making crack with baking powder? Get the fuck
Shows what I know. She's like, that's baking soda, bro. Humble among smoking that blunt. Oh, by the way, I do have some Tupac stuff to talk about that relates to that. Tupac's trial started on Monday in Las Vegas, and Suge Knight said that after Tupac died, all of his friends smoked him in a blunt, smoked his ashes in a blunt, smoked Tupac. I don't know if Suge Knight was in on that rotation. But I found that interesting. Talk a little bit more about the Tupac thing in a little bit here. Shit, dude. Fuck. I guess let's just go through the stat. Oh yeah, Sarah. I was making fun of Sarah, man. I'm fucking high and I'm all lost in my own stack of fucking stuff to talk about. Oh, you see, I made 3 of it twice. I did 3 twice. You fool. All right, hold on. Let me read this. The altitude I serve. The altitude. I'm at the altitude, bro. The attitude I serve when the Wi-Fi is shit. I finished all my humiliation cameos and there isn't any new requests. No one has brought me a salad or an iced latte. I haven't been able to get my steps in. And I want a hair and nail appointment. I mean, Emily's not here right now, so I can say, this is Emily as fuck. Okay? None of you tell Emily that I said that, though, all right? That's Emily coded as fuck, all right? Shh. She left to go get her baking powder? Powder, because soda's the stuff. Yeah. Yeah, see? I need to see Wacko getting roughed up. He just got pushed. We played that earlier. You want me to play it again? I'll play it again. Fuck it. It's such a nothing burger, though. It's like an almost fight. Oh, it's still there. Oop. It's like such a nothing burger, though.
Drove into me. No, I said.
Break his open. Stop.
Drove into me. No, I said I did. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I know you.
Don't let him punch him. Because he'll break his open. Stop.
Drove into me. No, I said.
And once again,
Break his open. Stop.
once again, bare knuckle fighter.
Drove into me. No, I said I did. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I know you.
Don't let him punch.
Bang. Yeah, once again, bare knuckle fighter that Wacko hit with his cart. And Wacko was, you know, apologizing because I would apologize too if I hit a bare knuckle fighter with my cart. I would apologize profusely. No, Suge wasn't there, but the Outlaws and family members spread his ashes in different areas in Ocean. Because that's the story I remember. They put him in the ocean. I remember that was part of the lore. Plus, they rolled him up and smoked him with some weed. See, I love that they smoked. I love that. There's something. I just love that kind of lore shit. You know what I mean? I just love that kind of lore shit. That's fresh. I don't know. I don't know why I love that so much. What's that? What other Tupac shit did I have? Hold on. Keefe D, a.k.a. Dwayne Davis, is on trial for the murder of Tupac in Las Vegas. He testified, Las Vegas PD testified that Tupac didn't want to rat out the shooter, and said his crew would take care of it. On his deathbed, the Las Vegas PD were trying to get Tupac to rat, and he didn't want to. Told the police straight up that they would take care of it. It's crazy. Shooting. There's a shooting at a Starbucks near the courthouse that I don't think has anything to do with the court proceedings, but was reported as it kind of did for whatever reason. And then Suge said they smoked Tupac's ashes in a blunt. So yeah, Keefe D, the guy who basically through once again self-snitching, some very Bluntman-esque type of behavior, doing interviews, kind of got himself fucked with this. He kind of got himself arrested with this, which is crazy. Rap snitch Knishes type beat. Who you talking to? Is that Toto?
Yeah, it's fucking raining like a motherfucker.
Oh, it started raining out there?
Yeah, I gotta change my pants.
Oh, shit. Emily Peter pants in the rain. That's wild work. She didn't hear me again. Don't you guys tell her. Don't you guys tell her I said that, all right? But yeah. So yeah, get back to the Sarah thing. I guess a lot of people really did seem to think that Sarah was the reason that they were late to the gathering. There's Billy's graphic. I hope you guys saw Billy perform at the gathering today on the Detonation stage. Shouts out to my odd son. Okay, we're getting into merch shit. Here's some of the C17 merch booth stuff, whatnots. Went a little too fast. That's been set up. Here's a video that kind of shows stuff a little bit better. They got mad different flavors of those shorts, which is pretty fresh. I kind of like those purple boys. Yeah, there's a video that shows this stuff a little bit better. By the way, Lunacy Tonight, JCW Lunacy Tonight live on Psychopathic YouTube, I would assume. I wonder how that stream is going to go. Let me show you guys this merch shit here. Here's Ouija merch video. It shows merch a little bit better here. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? There the fuck is it? And then I have some ICP merch I can show y'all as well. That pink C17 jersey's pretty fire too. There's like a inflatable hatchet that's on the table too. I'm gonna see if I can pause on that real quick. That's pretty dope. Right there. That inflatable hatchet's really fresh to me. I think that's cool. Anyway, there's some of the C17 Ouija Maca merch. And if this will work, here's a bunch of the ICP merch. that merch report on Instagram posted. I can make that bigger, I think. That'll look better. Yeah, there you go. So a bunch of, you know, your typical, your usual suspects. Some pirate-themed Joker's cards here. Let me go all the way to the beginning here. Got some pirate-themed shit. I saw some cartoony Joker's cards. Bunch of jersey options. It looks like probably some pirate-themed jerseys as well. Some baseball shits. Yeah, there's your usual suspects. Some classic Joker card shirts there, though. Yeah. I'm trying to look to see if there's anything that super pops out that I would have been like, yeah, dude, I kind of want that. Oh, with the C-17 shit, too, by the way. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it here, I think. They have the Grateful Dead C-17 logo. You can see it there, kind of by that girl's head there. Merch girl's head there. They have it in both the tie-dye and the regular print. That's a fucking dope shirt. That's that used to be one of my highly sought after. I think Sentimental Steve gifted me one of those. Shouts out to Sentimental Steve, though. That's probably the #1 merch item that I would want at the gathering of the Juggalos if I was there so far. LHRPG with a $5 super chat. Nothing against the clowns, but I decided not to go to the gathering this year after I found out about the creep who owns the venue. I mean, that's a big reason why I was apprehensive too. Mixed with me knowing about the region not wanting Juggalos in the past are major reasons I did not want to go to the gathering this year. And finances were a big factor too. So, I mean, blessing in disguise type beat, honestly. Because it does bum me out. Even like, you know, seeing some of the staleness going on and shit. I do wish I was gathering still. I wish I could have seen Billy perform today. I wish I could have seen Jane perform last night. I think, what was it, MC Lars performed last night. I wish I could have been there for that. Darby was last night. Isham rapped about Bluntman and seemingly put some extra oomph on the Vanilla Ice line about him being in the KKK. That sounds fresh as fuck to me. Isham's always a pleasure to see live. Not the biggest Hatebreed fan, but I would have probably at least enjoyed watching and spectating a Hatebreed set. So there's definitely some shit that I'm like sad I missed, and like I'm mostly sad I'm not seeing the people that I like to see, the nice Juggalos, like having good conversation with some of my friends I haven't seen in a while. Like that's the thing I'm like the most bummed I'm missing, you know. But you know, it's not the end. Hopefully, it's not the end. Do you guys think it's the end? I hope it's not the end. Maybe that's the most doom and gloom I could possibly get. If this is the last gathering, maybe that's the most doom and gloom I could possibly get with this situation, huh? Oh yeah, we're doing merch. just ranting about who fucking knows what. I think now are those zip-up hoodies? Are they long sleeves with print on the sleeves? Hard to tell. Some basketball jerseys. Lots of jerseys. If some of those are zip-up boys, there might be some freshness in there. That's one of the things I most regret not getting more of, or being on the ball with trying to get more, is some of the zip-ups that came out this past year from ICP. There's some really nice embroidered zip-up Joker card hoodies that I missed out on that. Man, they look fucking fresh as fuck. I really wish I didn't miss out on those. As an old ninja, I remember shit missed people weren't around for, like the Isham beef in the 2010s. Lethal Weekend 8 happening. Is that true? Guido, is that true? Fury is in the hospital. Fucking positive vibes to Fury. I don't think Fury really likes me like that, but positive vibes to Fury. I don't want to see any Juggalo fucking in the hospital or fucking in prison. Oh, man, that sucks. I don't think Fury likes me at all, but shouts out to Fury. Positive vibes to Fury, man. That sucks. I know a lot of Juggalos in this region. That's an important event. That's definitely an important event in this region for Juggalos. That fucking sucks. Well, positive vibes to Fury, man. Shouts out to Weedo for the exclusive in the chat. Fuck, that's a bummer. That just low-key bummed me out. That's funny, too, because I don't think Fury likes me at all, bro, but that does low-key bum me the fuck out. Shit. Well, in some lighter news, Trump is making cuts to the U.S. Forest Service. So, 45 million acres of beautiful natural land is going to be open to construction and logging soon. So, some lighter, clear the palate news for you. Fuck, that bummed me out a little bit. You need a Juggalo reporter at the gathering to go live. That would be fresh. Yo, if anybody out there is watching this and wants to send... if anybody out there is watching this is at the gathering, wants to send a reel, like, or shit, any video, I guess it doesn't even matter, a video of them, shit, at the gathering, at their hotel, or whatever the fuck, just being like, this is so-and-so reporting for the Humble Among broadcast system, and just describing their experience or whatever, I might play a couple of those. I like that idea, actually. I think that idea is fresh. Roving reporter. We'll call it roving reporter. We'll see if anybody actually does that. You can make it and post it or whatever. You can send it to me. I would say just maybe make it and post it somewhere and just tag me in it or something. I think that would be really fresh. And I'll try to collect all them shits and I'll play that on here. If anybody actually does that, that is. I mean, if I was at the gathering, I would not be... I mean, I don't think anyone is... Probably none of y'all in the chat are at the gathering, no? I know we had Precious Juggalo get gifted a sub. I know he's at the gathering. Is anybody in the chat at the gathering watching this? Just curious. Anyway. JCW live tonight and tomorrow night. They were going to charge for this, I guess, on the pay-per-view gimmicks. The Bloody Mania, I think they were charging $17. They now have announced it's free. Also streaming, I think, on Psychopathic YouTube. So tonight's show is 1 a.m. Tomorrow's show is 2 a.m. I'm going to try to stay up late tonight to watch JCW. And maybe, if I'm feeling up to it, me and Kosuke might do a watch-along. It might just be too late, and Emily might be sleepy and not trying to have us fucking talk all loud and shit. But I might go live and do a wrestling watch-along gimmick for this tonight. Maybe. But yeah, tune into Psychopathic YouTube if you're looking for some streaming content. I think the Juggalo flea market thing today? Is Officer Harry Cox in the chat? Oh my God, I'm outside the grounds arresting Jugs. Holy shit, Officer Harry Cox. Don't honk for sugar. Oh my God, that's crazy, dog. Fucking dope username, Officer Harry Cox. Good timing on that. Good timing on that one, too. I guess Officer Harry Cox is the only one watching the stream at the gathering. Shit, Weedo, are you there? Is Weedo saying he's there? Yeah, how are they going to watch it? They can barely text. There might be some Jugs at the fucking, the B&B at the hotel. You know? There might be some Jugs at the B&B or the hotel watching this. Harlan should have been at this year's gathering. That would be dope. I would love if Harlan gathered. Harlan's so funny, man. Did you guys know Harlan's MAGA, though? He don't talk about it much, and he don't seem very MAGA, but Harlan's MAGA. And when I realized that whole Steve-O ordeal makes so much more sense to me now. Man. Anyway. I'm home. My arm is fucked up. MRI Tuesday. Shouts out to your fucked up arm. Positive vibes to you, Weedo. Hopefully your arm heals up, homie. Master Weedo, go all the way back to fucking horrorcore.com forums with Master Weedo on the internet. I've said it many times on here, but every time I see Master Weedo in here, it makes me so happy that a name from horrorcore.com is still like floating around. Like it blows my mind. And Weedo has some shouts out to Weedo for coming correct with the information quite a bit in here. Keeping me on my toes too. Keeps me on my toes. I guess let's talk a little bit more about Necro and Talib Kweli. I don't even know how to, I wish I could cover this whole thing, but there's just paragraphs upon paragraphs upon paragraphs of going back and forth between Necro and Talib Kweli. Necro tried to squash the beef this week, though, I can report, only to have Talib Kweli talk shit and to Necro to be like, you know what? Fuck that. We beefing again, motherfucker. And just going full AI image creating, full boomer posting once again. But yeah, man, the Necro Talib Kweli beef is super funny, super weird. I wish I had the time to cover it properly and make a bunch of videos about it. Honestly, I wish I could just cover the whole saga of this because it's really funny to me. Necro's just so funny to me. I love Necro's music too, by the way. Don't get it fucking twisted. I legit bump Necro songs to this fucking day. But he's just super funny to me. He's just hilarious to me. Also hilarious to me is Nathan Fielder. His suspected project, his suspected boy band, Boy Throb, who has been trying to get their fourth member, who is an Indian man in India, named Deshaun, a visa so he could come to America and, tour and do shows with this boy band. They got the visa for Deshaun, so Deshaun is coming to America. And I would assume that means the rehearsal season 3 is wrapping up. One of you asked me about watching Sick Mind of EDP45 documentary the last time we did one of these. And I told you that I had wanted to watch it. It was in my I put it in my history to go back and watch, but I just forgot about it. I watched that this week at work, low-key. And, dude, what the fuck? If you haven't seen The Sick Mind of EDP... What is it? What is his fucking name? EDP445. Go watch that shit. I knew some of this lore. I didn't know all of it. Definitely. I don't know if I realized he got busted twice. But Jesus fucking Christ, man. Maybe one of the best YouTube documentaries I've ever seen. The quality on this documentary is super top tier. Could have been a Netflix documentary. It's that good, in my opinion. Could have been an HBO documentary. It's that good, in my opinion. The people that this YouTuber gets for this documentary, and not only the exclusive fucking interviews that they got of this EDP guy talking about this shit, but just the people. They get Chris Hansen. They get fucking Chris Chan. Some fucking how. You know how wig flipping fucking crazy it is to have Chris Chan just pop up, this is a slight spoiler, I guess, pop up towards the end of it to quickly talk about how sick EDP is. That's so levels to that shit, man. So if you haven't seen The Sick Mind of EDP 445, do yourself a favor. It's only an hour and a half long. Really well done. Straight up one of the best documentaries I've seen this year. Maybe one of the best documentaries I've seen ever. It's really good. It's really good. For those that don't know, EDP445 was a pretty well-known, I guess, early YouTuber who had a significant downfall when he repeatedly got busted by PDF file hunters on YouTube. And a couple of the probably most famous pedophile hunters on YouTube, PDF file hunters on YouTube. There goes monetization right there. On YouTube, the Alex Rosen guy, the racist guy with the big beard, and the guy that I like a little bit better, Skeeter Jean. All of these predator poacher guys are a little bit problematic, and unfortunately, the way that both of them conducted their investigations and if you could even call it investigations, they were not able at the time to get the police to get the charges to stick. So it seems like that entire documentary is slight spoilers, by the way. I'm not spoiling it too much, though. Seems to me like that whole documentary was built to get charges reopened on EDP 445. And I did see an update that they are looking into opening the case again on him. So very, very interesting documentary. Check it out. I think last time we talked about Reckless Ben's documentary, infiltrating that private school gimmick, the abusive school. They got that school shut down, though. I did see. I think we talked about that last time, though. Oh, Peter Karn again. This weird Bigfoot guy. Are we done with the stack? I think we were done with the stack almost. Oh, we got this to talk about. So, before we get into Peter Karn's weirdness, I'll finish the stack real quick. Hog Daddy, with some of the slight stale news coming out of the gathering of some of the busts and shit, Hog Daddy definitely, in my opinion, took the opportunity to try and scoop the heat of the... Oh, I have a video also. I wanted to say that cops are, if you're out at the gathering and watching this for whatever reason, be careful. Even if you're parked at the hotels, the cops are running tags, running plates at the fucking hotels. So even if you're at the fucking hotel, minding your own fucking business, they're going through parking lots and running out-of-state tags and shit, trying to get anything they fucking can on people, which super stale in my opinion. Hold on, I'm trying to pull this up so I can read this properly for you guys. Hogwash. Where's Hogwash? Oh, I've put it in the 30s somewhere. Hold on, you guys. Sorry about that. Hogwash teas. Here we go. We have more in store. If you didn't see, they sneakily announced Twisted and Blaze for their Hogwash family reunion last week, and now they are teasing another big artist announcement, quote unquote. But a couple of shots I feel like thrown here. We have more in store for you than meets the eye. This family reunion isn't a festival / or concert. It isn't a gathering! ! It is a Hog Daddy's family reunion. It is a so funny. And we have acts so packed back to back you won't be able to breathe with excitement as what you will do. Huh? This Sunday we reveal our newly added special guest. Hurrah! So now we have 6 special guests, not 5. Space exclamation point. And we will announce whom it is. Whom it is. After all of these fun grammar choices and punctuation choices, the whom is a really top mwah. Hold on. Mwah, chef's kiss to that one. That's top fucking notch right there. There's cat cam for a second. Holy shit. Hold on. Where's the whom? I gotta find the whom. We will announce whom it is this Sunday. VIP and RV sites are half sold out and look to be by the weekend sold out. Get them now. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. The timing is a little shitty, but what would you expect? Do you think Twisted was like low-key behind some of the planning of this bullshit? Fucking Hogwash Hog Daddy reunion shits. Is Twisted actually like behind that? You remember Twisted floated the idea of doing their own gathering some time back. You guys remember that, right? I don't know, man. Okay. I think I'm done. Oh, there was one more. What else do we got? Oh, we'll save this for the very end. This is super funny. So I think it was Jonas, who was in the chat earlier, who's been killing it in the chat tonight. Jonas suggested in a comment recently, I think it was a comment that I read, that we roast some of the dumb comments that I see. 10 Humble Among memberships given out again. Thanks to Rizal. Holy shit, hold on. King Knight, Chris Breton, hold on. Superior Auto Detailing. Hell yeah, dude. Auto detailer in this bitch. Kill'em Buzz Kid, Ben Tramer. Shouts out to Ben Tramer. Dope name. Changing my... I just dropped a Ben Tramer reference in a rhyme, by the way. That's so weird. Miss Honeybee, Changing My World, Miss Honeybee in Recovery. Shouts out to being in recovery. Breaking Bad, Big Dan, shouts out to Meth. Big Dan 420, Appointed Ghost. All of you have access to the Alienated now, thanks to Rizal. That's dope, Rizal. Rizal has done like over 30 gifted memberships, I think 31. You guys can all watch secret videos, Juggalo Ohio 1 through 3 vlogs, last year's Gathering documentary, which is still exclusive for the Alienated, still haven't dropped for the public. Many other vlogs, vasectomy vlog. Yeah, opening for... Is the opening for Ouija shit on there? Is Cobb Salad on there? Man, can you imagine if we had footage of me freaking out about the Cobb Salad? God, that shit would have gone viral. Oh, man, Jugga-viral at the very least. Anyway, Peter Karn is getting freaky-deaky with the Frogman.
The Simpsons. You remind me a little bit of Homer Simpson. Jiffy Pop? Just trying to be polite. I know I've never seen you eat anything the whole time I've known you.
This song's gonna get me fucking popped, I guarantee you. All right, fuck you, Simpsons. You better not pop me for that. So Peter Karn, getting freaky-deaky, getting real freaky-deaky with his Frogman. I tried to watch the movie Kinds of Kindness the other night, last night, in fact. I tried to watch this movie. Kinds of Kindness is not coming through the light. There's little to no light left in this fucking room at this point. We're going by candlelight at this point. We're broadcasting by candlelight at this point. I've tried to watch Kinds of Kindness 2 times now, and I don't know what the fuck is going on in this movie, okay? I like this director. It took me 2 times of trying to watch his other movie, Dogtooth, before I got into it. I love his movies, his movie Begonia. I love his movie Poor Things. Kinds of Kindness. I don't know. I think is he doing a David Lynch impression? Is he going too Lynchian for me? I struggle with David Lynch. Boy, do I struggle with this David Lynch. Let me tell you. Yeah, I don't think we have much else to talk about, guys. We're like done. We're done. I think Chuck Reeves horror movie. I got to get the title of the Chuck Reeves horror movie. I have a fun still of Chuck Reeves from the trailer of the Chuck Reeves horror movie. But yeah, that movie does look really fresh. Chuck was asked me to talk about it, so I watched the trailer, and it actually does look legit fresh. It's like a Cinemassacre movie, like almost like a slasher throwback. Also, Vermont rapper / emo band. I think he's turned into an emo band at this point. Nothing Nowhere has a pretty dope emo core, metalcore throwback song about vampirism in Vermont. Some Vermont lore shit. So you Vermont heads that are just dying for more Vermont content on here. Dying for Attention is the name of the song. Go check it out. Actually, I'm not even a big emo fan like that, metalcore fan like that, but I actually really dig this song. Dying for Attention. Go check that out. Yeah. Is that everything? I think all I got left is to read this dumb comment. This shit is so fucking fresh, y'all. This cracked me up. So somebody made a whole fake YouTube account to, I guess, troll me. I forget which video this was on. I think this was on the last live that I did. But I want to read this because it's so funny. Because this person made this whole account. As you can see, I screenshotted it like right after it came in. And what's so fresh is it says, like, joined 56 minutes ago. So they, like, literally just made this account within the hour. Like, an hour ago, they made this account. Not humble enough for us, parody account, right? And it's just, like, the logo, like, upside down. Like, wow. Like, deep, bro. Real deep. But what's so fresh is, like, they clearly made this account to, like, I don't know, leave a bunch of comments or something. But I just screenshotted this and immediately, like, deleted the comment and banned them. Just so, like, whatever work or whatever plans just go into this one screenshot just that I'm going to make fun of right now. If I can fucking find it so I can read it to you guys. Where the fuck is this screenshot? Hold on, I'm going to have to do it this way. Did I put it earlier? I must have put it earlier, huh? Hold on. We're going to have to find it this way. Hold on. Yeah, see? 10. Oh, there it is. Right in front of my dumb face. Jesus Christ. So, I guess the real sick burn is this is supposed to be me saying this. So, guys, I'm really sorry that I cannot gather this year as I have not gotten a side stage. I'm upset that Clockwork E is way cooler. I tried to gatekeep a whole generation of music that I have nothing to do with. What whole generation of music, dog? That's so fucking lit. I wish Justin really shouted me out in the chat of the Shaggy Show, and I can only strive to be as cool as CPN and King Crimson. Let's not talk factulation. Let's talk speculation. Quote, HABS parody count number 67. So this is like a schizophrenic person, I think, right? Gotta be a schizophrenic person, right? Or just like yet another one of these weirdos that are like strangely obsessed with me. I don't know. But my favorite part about this is the effort to like inverse the like screenshot my logo, inverse the logo, make the whole Google account, YouTube account, and then like write this out and then me just like delete it. Screenshot this and just delete it. And it's just like, just so feeble and stupid, man. Like, I love that shit. Yeah, that's a fan, right? That's a fan. It's Frankie. Yo, I think Gloom Unit plays tonight, right? Oh, shouts out to Frankie Goldie. Shouts out to Gloom Unit. Oh, shit. It probably is Frankie. It probably is Frankie Booty Pins. Shouts out to Booty Pins, man. That's funny as fuck. It's Frankie. What do we got? What else do we got? Anything else? Is ICP going to show up for the gathering? I'm assuming they're at the gathering now, right? Chris sent me a message. What's up, Chris? What'd you send me? Oh, hell yeah. I don't know if you... I maybe shouldn't read this out loud, actually. Oh, your brother's with... You're Matt's brother. I didn't realize y'all... I'm an idiot. You got the same last name. I didn't realize y'all were brothers. I'm a moron. Well, shouts out to Chris and Matt, and positive vibes to Matt. I know he's going through a breakup and shit. Maybe I shouldn't even say that on the stream, but positive vibes to Matt. Other fish in the sea. I know it's whatever. You don't even need a bitch like that, man. Fuck that shit. Have fun. Just keep your head up. Don't even worry about that shit. All right, fuck, man. You guys want to talk about anything else? Shouts out to Rozelle for all the fucking the alienated memberships tonight, man. It's fucking fire. Shouts out to Rozelle. Fucking killed the chat tonight. Rozelle really killed the chat tonight. Made that chat green. Fuck. Yeah, if you guys want to talk about anything else, anything I missed, is ICP showing up tonight? Probably. Yeah. There were some notes from last stream I never got to. Damn Hooligans said their asses are on fire. Hooligans, are you not gathering either? Oh, Emily right now. Let me talk about what Emily is making me right now. Getting some regional Some regional food talk. Real quick, all right? So right now, Emily is making a regional dish. I think it's mostly regional to South Carolina, where I was born, where I was discovered. If you don't know, I was an abandoned baby that was left in a amusement park when I was very, very young, called South of the Border in Dillon, South Carolina. I was adopted and taken to a carny family that worked at that amusement park, and here I am, the boy that you all love and hate. Anyway, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, the regional dish. So there's a dish down in South Carolina called chicken bog. Any chicken bog heads in the chat? Let me know. Dude, Roselle, you fucking maniac. Roselle just did another 10. Officer Doofy. We got 2 cops in the chat confirmed. Officer Doofy got a membership. Oh, don't watch any of the secret videos, Officer Doofy. Wicked Widget, shouts out to Don, got a membership. Drown Boy Productions, Hide Shadow Rain, Creature 799, MC Brodzima's Fit Music, Dungeon Main. Oh, Dungeon, that's a comment. Skin 77, Headlocked Entertainment Inc. I think. Cactus Humper, ooh, and I think that's everybody. Yeah, that's everybody. Memberships are happening. Anyway, chicken bog. For all you chicken bog heads out there, chicken bog is a dish made in South Carolina, typically by boiling rice with a whole chicken, and then you make the rice with the chicken boiled in there, right? And then you, once the rice is done, you take the chicken out. All that chicken stock and whatnot gets boiled in the rice. You boil it. I think some recipes call for cutting up the kielbasa and boiling it in there. Some of them don't. But it's basically that you strip the chicken, little pieces of chicken, put it in the rice, cut up a kielbasa, put it in the rice. Basically a big slop of rice, pieces of chicken, and kielbasa slices, all in a big rice slop. It's fucking delicious. If you've ever had it, it seems to be a very regional dish. Only in South Carolina have I ever heard of people that fucking know what I'm talking about. Really good though. Really fucking delicious. Yeah. I was born or found in Dillon, South Carolina. That's truth. You can look it up. South of the border is an amusement park with a very racist, what do you call it? Mascot called Pedro. He was a sleeping Mexican stereotype. That's their mascot. But yeah, that's true. True story. Now I don't even have parents. Wild. Life's wild, you guys. But yeah, Emily's making chicken bog right now, or a hacked version of chicken bog right now, and some biscuits. I'm going to eat those, and then I'm going to probably stay up late because I don't got work tomorrow, because tomorrow is the 5-year anniversary of me and Emily. I used to live in Florence, South Carolina, and yeah, bog is real. Shouts out to someone who knows chicken bog in the chat. J24ever knows about chicken bog. That's so fucking hard to me, dog. Dog, the bog. The bog, dog. Oh my God. Yeah, 5-year anniversary of when I met Emily at the 2021 gathering of the Juggalos. Go back into the archive if you don't know that story. Yeah. Wish I could get her to come on the stream and talk about that. Maybe we'll do something tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we are doing something tomorrow. Shouts out to Kosuke's sister, who gifted us a couple of tickets to an EDM festival in Worcester tomorrow. So it was our anniversary, and I had planned this whole trip to go to the zoo and go. We were going to go to the Southwick Zoo in Massachusetts, which is a pretty dope local, semi-local zoo to us. So we were going to do that tomorrow, and then we were going to go to a hotel, and we were going to go to Six Flags on Saturday. But with finances being the way they are, and my car really kicking me in the nuts last week with the brakes and tires and, you know, just regular fucking shit I have to do with the damn car that I knew was gonna fuck me, but fucked me real hard. I had to cancel that whole trip, so that sucked because that was like our big 5-year anniversary trip, and I could not afford to do it. But thankfully, like, the universe provided, the carnival provided, if you will. Really, the Cascades sister provided us with a couple of tickets to an EDM fest in Worcester tomorrow. I forget the name of the damn thing. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. So we're gonna go do that tomorrow and or Saturday. We might just go one day. I think we're probably gonna try to go both days though. What the fuck is the name of this thing? Breakaway. Excuse me, Breakaway Mass. So we're gonna go to that tomorrow and get a little bit of a festival itch in. It's at the Palladium, so I'm curious. Hella curious how a fucking Palladium festival is gonna work. That's like a show, right? Like that's just a 2-day show, I guess. But so we're gonna go do that tomorrow. We're gonna come back here, and I'm gonna try to get back here hopefully tomorrow before JCW starts. At the very least, I'll be watching JCW probably on the way home from that festival tomorrow. So I probably won't be able to live stream react to JCW Bloody Mania tomorrow, but I definitely will be watching. We might live stream. I guess I'll plug that one more time. Maybe live stream tonight. I don't know. I might get to the point where Cascade don't even want to come over. I might be too tired. I'm gonna try to stay up to watch this tonight though. So I might turn the gimmick on. Might turn the broadcast system on, and we might do a watch along. Don't know if the feasibility is going to work for doing one for Bloody Mania, but I will definitely be watching on the drive. What do they do about the Yabo situation's a big question at this point. I don't fucking know. I feel like they almost have to do something to address it, but knowing the way things have gone, they probably won't do anything. Officer Doofy said, "Wipe my ass." Great. Officer Doofy has access to all the secret videos now. What is he going to do with that information? He's going to wipe his ass with it. Ah, boy. Oh, boy. Roselle, what have we done? What have we done here, Raz? Ah, shit. Yeah, I think that was about it. Ayo, Humble, I'm going to send you a clip of the scene you're in for. Oh, fuck, I need to do that, hooligans. I need to do that. Is Humble on Kick? No. Bam is on Kick, though. Yeah, Bam Margera started streaming on Kick. I don't have a Kick account. I almost downloaded it for Bam's stream, though. He did a skating stream. Skateboarding. On a board. With wheels. It's like you're surfing, but it's on the street. Apparently Yabo had an ex come out on Facebook with a bunch of pictures, screenshots of Yabo being abusive when they were together. Looks like about 10, 13 years ago, 2012-ish. But looks like he was pretty abusive, both physically and at least the text messages don't necessarily look that great either. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what to say about that. Doesn't look good, though. I'll tell you that. Shit, dog. I feel like I was in the middle of something and got totally lost. Probably did. Do you have thoughts on Fish Tank Live? I haven't seen much Fish Tank Live. I do, you know, I've had such a spectrum of, like, my fandom of Sam Hyde has been such a strange spectrum. Hey, Roselle. You didn't have to do that. Roselle with another $10 super chat just for the fuck of it. Stuff, thangs. I haven't seen much Fish Tank, but I think Sam Hyde is like really funny at times. I think Sam Hyde can be super funny. I think some of that $1 Million Extreme shit can be super funny, but I think he gets in his own way so fucking much, bro. Like I think it's weird because like in a way that Charles dude is like almost more right wing leaning than I think Shoot Sam is, and even Charles got fucking sick of Sam's shit and like almost quit over Sam's like. I don't even know. Like, at what point is it just trolling or, like, are you actually a Nazi? You know what I mean? He's super funny, though, man. I've seen a bunch of his shit. His recent interviews that he's done. Are You Okay? If you guys have ever seen, if you haven't seen these recent interviews he's been doing with very strange individuals they pull off the streets of, I'm assuming just Rhode Island, in Massachusetts. I think there might just be Craigslisting for these people. Fucking fascinating. It's like East Coast soft white underbelly, but almost more unhinged. It's fucking crazy. There's a Juggalo or a former Juggalo in one of the episodes that I was gonna watch on stream on Twitch or something. I was gonna low key try to get the behind the paywall video. Have you watched the Cucumber Feet video? Sam Hyde is fun. I actually did watch that PS1 Juggalo. I watched that this week. Brandon Buckingham's got a pretty decent documentary about Sam Hyde and all of them. It's just like, I don't know. Some of it can be cringe sometimes, though. I don't know. Maybe that's like, I don't know. Maybe that's part of my sensitivities pushing back against it a little bit. I don't know. But this shit is super funny. That Daddy Dom shit. Yo. Watch that Daddy Dom contest, Daddy Dom game show video that they just did. I think that's MDE. I think that's Extreme Peace shit or something. Holy fuck. That shit's crazy, dog. Oh, my God. But it gets crazy. For more stuff, yo, y'all are too nice to me for a $10 super chat. J20 forever. Thank you, dog. Y'all are fucking too nice to me. Thank you. But yeah, I think the point of that, I think the point of that almost is like the sick mind of EDP. I think it's almost like to expose. I think they got some real sickos on that fucking show, dude. Some of those contestants, quote unquote, not the girls, but the stuff with the girls is the most cringe, honestly. LHRPG gifted memberships now. Jesus Christ. J20 forever, you got a fucking membership. PS, you got one. Wrecked Hearse got one. Delinquent Demon got one. And Jerry Roth. Big update regarding Lunacy tonight. EC3 is going to fight against Dijak. Also, Kerry Morton will be defending the JCW Battle Royal title. Whoa, that's a big deal, El Juggalo. Thank you. Royal title for the first time since September. I was wondering about that title, too. Since September 2025. Yo, y'all, $17 super chat from fucking Rozelle. More stuff with carnival tents and swirly spirals. Oh, and there are going to be 2 JCW women's title #1 contendership matches. Mickey Knuckles versus J-Rod and Sunny Kiss versus Haley J. I'm glad Humble shot me out. Shouts out to Jonas, man. Shouts out to Jonas again. You be coming with the knowledge, dude. I appreciate it when everybody comes with knowledge and freshness. That's why I'm so proud of my little fan base, like all you guys in the chat, my little core fan base or whatever. I'm so proud of you guys because like I feel like I got such a solid fucking group here. Yo, 7P with the 20, y'all are going crazy. $20 super chat, other stuff. Y'all are crazy. Humble, do you remember meeting at the gathering? I think it was Thornville. You gave me a shirt because you thought I was someone else. Dog, yes. I thought you were Whoopconda. You also gave me a song for the... Yes, Christian? Is that Christian? I think your name is, right, dog? Yes, dog. I thought you were Whoopconda. Oh, god damn. That is 2021. That was 2021. That was 5 years ago. That's so crazy. Oh, and hey, Humble, you heard about the Reported accusation. Yeah, we already talked about that a couple times, El Juggalo. The Yabo stuff is concerning. Concerning, to say the least. Yeah, I remember you, Christian. Yeah, I remember, I'm trying to think what fucking... I'm trying to remember what song I gave to you for that compilation way back, dog. It's got, I think it was a Halloween tape shit. Roselle with another 5 memberships. Y'all are killing it tonight. Thank you, Roselle. Dr. Yaya, Mike Tracy, Wick Food Stamps. Love your name. Tap Out Time. Mace. Famous rapper Mace got a membership. That's dope. Oh, shouts out to Mace. Murder Mace. Murder Mace in the chat. That's fucking crazy, dog. I'm on the Yabo investor. Officer Doofy is on the Yabo case. There's really nothing funny about that Yabo shit, though, dude. Yeah, there's really kind of nothing funny about that. I feel bad even kind of making a joke about it. Oh, and I found out that there has been an influx of new members in Ruby versus... Yeah, ICP posting about Ruby's server as Juggalos are getting pulled over in mass is crazy. Yeah, shouts out to Ruby, though. $2 super chat. Yo, Roselle is a real one. Mad Clown Love, homie. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Y'all are spoiling me tonight. Thank you. It's much appreciated, for real. Thank you guys so much. I also drew Clockwork E on the cover of that Drug Rats album. Those ninjas are dope as frick. Yeah, man. You drew that, Raz? Holy shit. Yeah, I remember that. I think all of us on that little album are on the little drawing there. That's dope as fuck. Wow, man. God damn. Yeah, shouts out to Roselle. I haven't thought about that shit in forever, man. That album cover. If there's anything said about the gathering this year, they need to upgrade their infrastructure. I think that's the plan for next year, right? Bringing in outside help and all that jazz. Literally, the venue was not even ready for the festival. Yeah. Did you see that they got that shuttle bus, or one of the shuttle buses, the little yellow bus? They just got that last week. That's how, like, by the seat of the pants they were going with that. Hooligans with a $5 super chat. YouTube hates us. Go subscribe to those damn hooligans. I don't think I did say that this stream, did I? Go subscribe to those damn hooligans who lost their YouTube channel due to YouTube being stale or some friggin' jerk ass being stale and reporting them for bullying when those boys ain't bullying. They bullying each other in their own videos, if anything. 24-person capacity Chevy Express mini school bus and hayride. Yeah, the hayride gimmick is the second one I saw with Mad Juggalos just kind of hanging off of it. But at least they got 2 gimmicks running, you know. But yeah, like from the Hypnotized Ninja report earlier tonight, it does seem like there's no real schedule of when they're going to show up, or you don't even know. It sounds like you don't even know which way the fucking bus is going, like, or where it's going. So you're just getting on a bus hoping it might go back down the hill. Yeah, hooligans are the shit, by the way. The hooligans are nice people, and YouTube are a bunch of jerk asses. All right? B-Man and Beyond is doing great walkthroughs on YouTube. I was scrolling through a little bit of those, actually. I saw he seemed hot. I started watching his one from, day 1 that he posted? I think it was, he posted it today, but it was from yesterday. That motherfucker seemed mad in the start of that video, boy. He seemed mad as fuck about those shuttles and shit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The one dude that... Yeah. Wait, why did we do... why did we do Dumb Humble Face after that, King Knight? Let's not do Dumb Humble Face after that, all right? I don't like that. Oh, shit. Said what took 4 hours? Hold on. B-Man Beyond is doing great. Yo, he said it took 4 hours? What, to get down there? See, I just had barely started watching it, and I was like, oh, I was low-key maybe going to watch it on stream on Twitch or something. Because he does seem like he has pretty good walkthroughs. They're vibey as fuck. If you like the walking around shit that I did on my gathering dogs. Is it biscuit? Butter slim biscuit? Swim? Like sharks swim in the sea? A butter swim biscuit. Oh, fuck. Y'all ever have a butter swim biscuit? Holy shit. I'm about to get fat as fuck, boy. Fatter as fuck, boy. Ruby said that she notified Violent J regarding him and that psychopathic security we're going to get. Oh. What are we talking about? No way. Was he talking about showing up? Was Hitler Stash talking about showing up? Is that real, El Jug? El Juggalo talking in the chat about Ruby being made aware of Hitler Stash, Jug. They should definitely be... thankfully, they should definitely be made aware of him. Because C-17... C-17... Some people in C-17 definitely knew. That's all, I mean, that's all I'll say. Yeah, that's fucking... Yeah. That's fucking... I don't even, you know... Don't even get me fucking started with that shit, dude. Low-key, that whole Juggalo, Ohio fucking 4 shit is like, wow, I'm looking at the scene way different, man. Because we were telling y'all about that shit for, I mean, I'm going to pat myself on the back. Like I said, I get so exhausted telling you guys I told you so, but we were telling you guys about that shit for fucking years, literally. He was creeping outside of Juggalo, Ohio, too. He was creeping outside about it. I told people in C-17 about that shit then. Anyway. He did it every year. He was creeping outside of every Juggalo, Ohio, dog. He was creeping. I don't know, man. That shit's a little weird. He was allowed to go in there. Happened on the second night of Juggalo, Ohio 4. He was allowed to go in there both nights. This is a month after he was essaying girls at a Juggalo show. After he was allowed to open for Clockwork E multiple times. And you guys wonder, I mean, let me ask you guys a hypothetical question that I don't think I've ever asked on air, and I've been waiting for an opportunity to ask this. If you guys had homies, if you guys had a homie, right? If you guys had homies that were doing a show and they had an artist that they booked over and over again for their show that had a song that was saying fuck you in the title, fuck Humble Among in the title, right? And they booked them multiple times and that person performed that song that said fuck you every time. Would you consider those people homies? Or would you be like, yo, what's up with that? Why are you allowing a Hitler Stash having trash motherfucker open your show and say fuck me? Would you feel a type of way? I text Jay and cry about it. Yeah, like I'd bother Jay with that bullshit. I'm just saying, man. Especially when it's brought to your attention that dude's doing that shit. If it's brought to your attention that dude was at your show doing that shit, would you be a little concerned? Jesus Christ. And you wonder why I'm looking at the scene like it's fucked up, man. And then they go and book the gathering at a place with a known... I don't know, man. All right, on that note, I better get the fuck out of here before I get myself in more trouble. I just probably got myself in trouble talking about this shit again. Y'all, hey, stay diligent. Stay positive, man. Yeah, he should definitely be banned from the gathering. That's no bueno. If he was saying that he's going to go to the gathering, that's no bueno. Psychopathic better step up where C-17 didn't. I'll say that right fucking now. All right, I'm going to get the fuck out of here before I get in trouble. I already just got myself in trouble, almost certainly. I love you guys. Whoop, whoop. Keep it real. Tell the haters eat poop. Fuck bigots in the scene. Fuck sickos in the scene. Fuck racists in the scene. Fuck abusers in the scene. All that shit. All right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I love you guys. Have a good gathering if you're out there. Be safe. Everybody out there, be safe. Love you guys. End broadcast. Bye. Thank you very much.